All right. So we're finishing up our investigation of the Bedlam haunted attraction, Extreme Haunt. Been a lot of stories about things that's happened here. So he's like, why not do an investigation of it?
Got a little bit of
We started at about, it was almost 1 o'clock when we got started. And it's a little after 4 right now. I think it's about 4:10 right now. Had a few things happen. I don't think we caught any EVPs of any kind. Not really a lot of stuff on the spirit box, which we use a SB7 spirit box. Not really a lot came through on that. I think there was one thing that might have been, but it was too hard to tell, so I'm not real sure. There was a few things that happened to us individually. One of them when we was all as a group, which was me, Cole, Sky, and Cody.
Mean.
Yep. When all of us were together, there's 2 elevators in the building. One of them doesn't make any noise, and the other one makes a lot of noise. We was all together.
Sound system on it on the bottom side of it. I'm pretty sure that elevator does.
It might, yeah. Well, something walked through it. As soon as we heard it, we took off over there to see, okay, did someone just walk through? We had a group chat. No one said anything about it. No one was in the area. Saying if it was maybe an animal of some sort, nothing around, no tracks, no nothing. The only animal that it could have been was this possum that tends to hang around.
And it only hangs around up front.
Yeah, it hangs up front and up in the roof, not on that elevator. So that was one thing that happened multiple times. And we put a camera over there, a night vision camera that's got live feed. Didn't happen again after that we know of. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Them 2, they had something happen.
In this coffin right here,
yep.
actually.
Yep, in this coffin. This was, I'll let them explain that.
You want to go first since you had the...
We had gotten the reader, and I decided to just go ahead, get in, like turn it on, and then have them close it, and I held it closed, and I said, hey, if anyone's here, give me a sign. And then as he was doing the voice recording as well, after he said, hey, is something here, he heard something, and then right after he's heard something else, like off in the distance, I felt something touch my foot. And it was weird.
How did it feel? Was it warm? Was it really
No,
cold?
it was freezing.
Okay.
Like an ice cube had just, it was cold.
Okay.
So me and him went into the security room back far corner, and as soon as we walked through the door, it almost redlined on the EMF reader, and started doing double checks to make sure it wasn't, because that room's got a lot of TVs and stuff in it. So I just started like going over all the TVs, trying to see if I could get anything out of it again, and nothing happened. I turned around to show him that nothing was going on, and as soon as I turned it around, it just started going crazy, and it tacked out 2 more times after that, until we started walking out to head towards here in the doll room. And on our way out, you could, I don't know what it was, but something just banged up against something in there on our way out.
In the doll room?
Yeah, well, from the doll room here, it was like something over there in that far corner down by the jail cells. Like close to that little back corridor where the cages are.
Gotcha.
And then we got to the doll room, and we all just kind of stood around in kind of like a circle, just doing the voice thing, asking questions and stuff like that. And about that time is when the van door closed for the first time. So we came, not having nothing to do with that doll, so I came in here, and that's when we done the whole coffin thing. And then a little bit ago, I went ahead and hopped in it and just isolated myself in there, and I came out with a shoe missing. I don't know how it happened, but I came out with a shoe missing, and you'd figure it's hot because it's a straw-lined coffin, and I've got 4 shirts and a hoodie on. But I ended up getting out because I was shaking. I was freezing. It got really cold in that coffin, and I don't know.
And you want to explain what happened after she got touched?
She got out and we walked through this doorway right here. We made it to your room, and this coffin right here, I'm gonna move my phone so it doesn't, this coffin lid just kind of closed on its own, came around.
But not that gently.
Oh yeah,
No,
no,
it's slammed.
it's slammed.
You can give a kind of a demonstration about how hard.
Let's see,
Be alright.
Yeah.
something about like that. It sounded almost like a car door slamming closed. So I peeked around the corner and saw that it was closed, and I caught up with them to tell them about it. Came through a little while ago to show him about it, and it was just wide open like that, as you see here. So. And there was also that incident over by the dog cages when I went to go tell you that, when that van door slammed closed in the doll room.
Oh, yeah.
There's also that one. I'll let you talk about that one. That one was.
I don't remember much about that, honestly. Alright, so we're just gonna.
Go on a little adventure.
Yeah, we're gonna go get my, well, it's technically a baby monitor, but it works great for live feed. We're gonna go get that. Oh, sorry about that bike bag.
You good?
From the cop car. So he was in this room when you said that the K2 went up
If you want to.
20 plus minutes ago.
Yeah. So we walked through here, and it kind of spiked a little bit here. I looked for a sign, and I even got it up close to these wires right here because I didn't
Yeah,
know.
they're not even plugged in.
Yeah, and it just kind of, and then I cleared this doorway right here, and about right here, it just tacked out, and then it went back down. So I walked over here, and it spiked here. So I took it. I started the sweep again, and then it just nothing. Same thing over here. It spiked. I swept. I done the sweep again. Nothing. And then he was standing right here. I went from here to here, and that sweep, I picked up something, and it just tacked it out, and it stayed there for a solid 3 or 4 seconds. And it was like in this area right here. So.
That's weird.
We didn't get anything in the morgue. We didn't get anything. I mean, it was mostly there and the body bags. I mean, we thought we heard some stuff in here, but that was mostly just y'all getting set up right there.
Yeah.
I'll go first and keep those things out of the way. That was the door.
Oh, cop car's right here.
Oh.
That's right here. Not sure why it's pointed that way, but
You can't even see anything that way.
that's weird.
So I'm gonna plug this for.
So this is the elevator that we was hearing noises at. Anytime you walk through this thing, it makes a lot of noise. And no one's near it. Like, we was back on the other side, close to the jail cell.
We
when
made
heard
it a
this
point to avoid walking through this thing just because of
just-
how loud it is.
Exactly.